Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon to those of you who are on the East Coast. I just wanted to hop on today because I do have a little quick message that I would like to share with you guys. So, this message is for everyone, but it is especially for my bull babies, my Tauruses. I am a Taurus. My birthday is on May 20th, and what I have been noticing, hey Doris, what I've been noticing right now, the energy is very, very, very powerful and palpable when it comes to getting to the root of the things that we desire or what we want to see in our lives and why we're not seeing it yet, why it's not showing up yet. And so, one of the things that came to me is that there is this missing ingredient. Okay. Now, for some people, you've been working hard for a very long time. You've been dealing with some very, very tough situations. There's been like this very suppressing energy that's been kind of like pushing down, no matter how much you try to come up and no matter how much you try to like break through that bubble or that ceiling. It just feels very heavy and it feels like it's been a long time coming. Like, oh my God, how much longer is it going to take for this to happen? How much longer am I going to have to work? How many more candles am I going to have to burn? Right? How many more sessions with my therapist am I going to have? How many more subliminals am I going to have to listen to? How many affirmations am I going to have to say? How many times am I going to have to write in my journal over and over again what I want? Okay. I know. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I get it. I know. I feel like before this year, it felt like it had been like a 10-year war going on for me personally, right? No matter what I did, it just felt like I just could not get above the water. I couldn't break the ceiling. I couldn't break through. And so, what this is, and what the message that I keep getting when I'm in meditation, when I wake up, from sleeping, is there's a missing ingredient. And it's not that this ingredient is a mystery or that you don't know what it is. It's just something that you already tapped into, probably when you were a kid, but it's something that you forgot or something that you put way in the back of your awareness because you needed to focus on survival. You needed to make money. You needed to make sure you were eating. You needed to make sure you had a roof over your head, right? So there wasn't time to really play around, quote unquote, with that particular thing. But what I am hearing for all of us is there is this missing ingredient, and it is something that is time for us to look at. Okay. It's time to tap back into that thing that we thought was a waste of time, or that we thought, nobody is going to listen to me. Nobody's going to buy that from me. Nobody's going to want to, hear that or see me do that. This is just a little dream of mine. It's my own personal passion, but it's not necessarily something that the rest of the world wants to experience, right? So, but that is the exact thing. If there's something that you've been waiting on, like, what is my thing? What is that thing that is going to enliven me, that is going to really take me from this point here where I am and catapult me into the stratosphere? What is that thing? What am I not doing right? And what I'm hearing is that the very thing that we are not doing right is ignoring that little tiny thing that's saying, do this, do this. Remember, you used to love to do this as a kid. Do this. And it doesn't mean that that's the thing that's going to make you a billionaire. It could be. It very well could be, right? However, you're not going to know unless you step into it and you start to actually do it, right? And right now, while we have the time, while you don't have to be anywhere because you can't really go to too many places, right? You probably don't have a lot of work to do at this time. So now is the time that we have been blessed with, we've been given this time to dig into ourselves and find what that missing ingredient is, okay? And it might scare the heck out of you. It may be something that you had a bad experience with in the past. Could be something that, embarrassed you. It could be something that you tried to do, and maybe because you hadn't really honed that skill yet, maybe you weren't the best at it, right? But it was still your passion. It was something that made you feel alive, that really opened up your heart space, and it had healing capabilities. But because we introduced it too soon to the world crushed our dreams and made us feel like, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not good at that, right? So that is the very thing, the thing that scares you the most, the thing that feels insignificant, the thing that feels like it's not going to work for you, or that it's a pie in the sky dream, is the missing ingredient. Whether it's something that you're going to turn into a business, or whether it's just something that you're going to do to help uplift you and increase you internally, it needs to happen. If you used to paint, if you used to sing, if you used to play an instrument, if you used to, draw stuff in the sand, whatever it is, if you used to write, if you used to do poetry, if you used to write scripts, right? Movie scripts, TV scripts, these are things that you've got to start pulling back into your daily awareness, into your daily practice, because even if you don't share it with the world, what it's going to do is it's tapping into that energy within you that's going to wake up your ability to create wealth, that's going to wake up your ability to heal your body. It's going to wake up the ability for you to step into divine infinite love, where you're able to love up on yourself and draw love into you, okay? And it's going to wake up your ability to heal relationships around you, okay? It's going to wake up your ability to become stronger, to drop the weight that you've been carrying around with you for so long. You've got to tap into and find that missing ingredient and wake it up and start putting it to use and start mixing it in with the rest of the ingredients that you use all day throughout your day, okay? So it's time to come back to your childhood innocence. It's time to come to that childlike innocence and really play. Play, play, play. I'm hearing play. I'm hearing, wake it up, use it again. I'm hearing be active, like be proactive in it. If you write songs, it's time to reach out to somebody that makes beats or makes music and ask them for some music and say, hey, I want to write. Let me get a track. Let me get a track to write to, okay? If you've been thinking about moving to a whole new place, a whole nother location, it's time to reach out and start doing research on that, okay? And it's time to, if you've always dreamed of living in the jungle, okay, it's time to start researching and finding out, what does it take for me to live in the jungle? If you've ever thought about living in a castle, okay, because as a little girl, you thought you were a princess and you always visualized yourself living in a castle. No matter how far-fetched it sounds, you did not have those visions and those dreams for no reason. You had those visions and those dreams for a reason. As a kid, you had those, okay? My dream is to own an island. I've always, since I was a kid, said I am going to buy my island, and it's going to be the island of Shara, and I'm going to be the queen of the island, and I'm going to rule over that island. Now, for some people, that's like, girl, whatever, okay. But for me, that's still a reality. That's still something that I am striving towards. That is going to be the thing that lets me know that I have fully stepped into every part of myself and every part of my being when I buy my island, okay? That's going to be the evidence that I have that I fully stepped into when I buy my island, okay? And it's not because it's an island and I'm balling. It's because it is something that I dreamed of when I was a kid, when I was a child, when I was an innocent creator. I was a little goddess, fully in my power. There was nobody there to tell me I could not have that. And that's one thing I can say about my family and my mother. They have never told me, girl, you ain't gonna be able to do that. That ain't nothing. They've supported me in everything that I have ever wanted to try. Any dance lessons, any business ideas, they've always supported me. They've never told me no. They've never squelched my dreams. They've always supported me. They've always put money behind me. So that's one thing I can say about my mother and my family as a whole. They have always supported everything that I've wanted to do. And for that, I am grateful, okay? Because a lot of people don't have that and did not have anyone behind them to cultivate their dreams and cultivate their talents and their skills, right? So I'm grateful for that. And I know that, I know that for some people, especially in the African American community, that is not common, okay? That's not common. But because I know that as a child, children have powers that have not been oppressed, that have not been suppressed yet. Okay. Children have the ability to create things and manifest just like that very, very quickly. Right. So for me, because I understand where I was when I claimed that island, and I know the pureness that it came from, I know the excitement that was around that, I know the energy that was bubbling up in me when I spoke those words. To me, that is the reason why I will know that that island is going to be the evidence that I have, that I've stepped fully into my entire being. I've stepped fully into my truest self. Okay? That's when I will know that. Because I was in my truest form and my truest self at the time that I claimed it, if that makes sense. So go back to when you were a kid and start tapping into that energy. Start tapping into that part of you that was the big dreamer, the one that was thinking of crazy stuff, like, I'm going to go to the moon one day. I'm going to get on a rocket ship and I'm going to fly around in a rocket ship. Go back to that innocence. Go back to that energy. Go back to that, because that is the place where you create from. That is the place that's going to push you into the next phase that you're trying to get to. If you're like me and you've been in like a 10-year battle, okay, you've got to revisit that part of you. You've got to revisit the parts of you that hurt like hell. You got to look at the dreams that you had at the time when somebody said, yeah, you can't do that. Don't try to do that no more. Okay? Because what happens is when we are faced with those types of reactions from people, especially when it comes to something that we're very passionate about or something that just brings us life altogether, right? And this is for people who haven't fully owned who they are. Like now, can't nobody tell me nothing. Now back then I didn't know who I was back then. I was healing and still, trying to figure out who the heck I was, and I was just a mess. All right. But now, if I do certain things and somebody's like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if I like that. I'm like, I don't care. I love it. I know it's great. I know it works, and if you don't like it, it's 10 more people who do. So now no one can tell me anything because I'm in my power. I know who I am. I know I'm a badass, and I have no problems with saying it, telling it to anybody. I am not over here trying to act like, I'm humble pie. I don't do that. No, I am a badass. I'm very good at what I do. I'm good at everything that I do. And if it's something that I feel like I need to work on, I'm going to do what it takes to work on that. Okay. So now is the time. And if you're in that place, now is the time to go back and revisit the things that you dropped because your self-esteem was too low, because your confidence was too low, because somebody squelched it and suppressed it. Now it is time to go back and claim those parts of you that you let go of, that you put to sleep, that you laid down and put to rest for a while because it hurt too much to keep going. Now it's time to pick it back up, wake it up, and be like, all right, let's do it this way now. And also, what has come through too is to take the expectation off of it. Expect the best, prepare for the best, and accept whatever happens as pure information. Okay? So, expect the best, prepare for the best, and accept whatever comes, whatever the result is, as pure information. Don't take it personal. Stepping into it with an expectation of, oh, it's going to be so great and so grand, that's great because that's you raising your vibration to it, getting excited about it and allowing for it to happen, right? However, expecting for it to turn out this particular way, and if it doesn't turn out that way, then I'm never going to do it again, or it's going to hurt too bad, and that's what I mean. Take that expectation off of it, but expect the best, and sometimes the best could just be, oh, okay, I put it out there and nobody bit. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna flip it and switch it up again. That's information. It didn't work that way. Let me try it this way now. Okay, that's the information. Look at everything as a science project, as a test. Everything is a test until you find the thing that works, and then you just keep that formula in rotation, right? You just keep that going. Okay, but if you are ready to come out as, if you're ready to start, let's just say you're ready to be an actor, you 50 years old and you've been wanting to act all your life. And trust me, I know some 50-year-olds who are just now stepping into their dream as actors and actresses and killing it. They get in commercials, they're, in TV shows and movies and all types of stuff, and they're killing it. And even though they didn't do it when they were 19 or whatever, they said, you know what, I'm about to do this now, and they're killing it. So it doesn't matter, not too old, it's not too late to do any of this, okay? I know some dancers who are saying, you know what, I've waited until I was like 38 and I decided to dance all of a sudden. And you know what, they're doing recitals. They may not be on big stages. They may not be background dancing for Beyonce, but they're dancing. And you know what? The other parts of their lives are so full and so robust and so amazing because they're tapping into that energy. It's the energy that we want to tap into, not the notoriety and the recognition and the billions of dollars. Yes, we want all of that too, right? But really, it's the energy that we want to tap into, the energy that doing that thing brings. And when you tap into that energy, amazing, miraculous things start to take place that you didn't even expect, that you didn't know that this was going to happen. You didn't know that you were going to meet, certain people and go to certain places. You had no idea. That wasn't even a part of the dream, because most of the time our dream and our focus is so narrow, right? We can only see it one way. So we don't allow ourselves to broaden the horizons and expand the possibility. We just I want to do this one thing and it's got to work this way and it's got to look like that. I used to be like that. I used to do that a lot. Sometimes I still find myself doing that, and then I have to pull back and pull off of it for a minute, take a deep breath and just say, you know what? I've done the work. I put the energy behind it, and I'm just going to allow for this to unfold the way that it unfolds. I'm going to accept whatever happens, whatever the result is. I'm going to accept that as information. And if I need to change something, I'm willing to make a change, because nothing's going to stop me from doing this thing. I won't stop until I'm dead. I'm not going to stop doing what I do, all of what I do, until I'm dead. So there's no reason for me to feel personally attacked if it doesn't work, or for me to feel depressed because it didn't work. It's just okay, well, what else I got to do? What do I need to change now? Oh, I'll change this one little thing over here, right? I'll start doing this thing over here that may not have anything to do with the other stuff that I'm doing, but I'm going to do this one little thing over here because my spirit keeps whispering it in my ear. And most of the time, it's not even my spirit. It's other people saying, hey, when you going to do such and such and such? You going to do that again? When you going to start doing that? It's other people coming to me. The universe is speaking through other people, and it's probably happening to you too. The universe is speaking to you through other people, reminding you of your dreams, of who you are, reminding you of that missing ingredient. And we're wondering why we're not where we want to be right now. It's because we have not incorporated the missing ingredient into our cake batter that we're whipping up right now, that we've been whipping for 10 years and it doesn't taste quite right yet, right? So I'm bringing this message to you guys because this is a message that I have been receiving from me as well, because I love where I am right now. I really do. I love where I am. It's a beautiful place. My life is amazing. I love what I do. I am fulfilled. I am full of joy around it. And to me, that means more than anything. That I am happy. I am joyful. I am expanded and full. I wake up every day excited to figure, okay, what do I got on the list to do today? All right. And I feel really, really good about that because there was a time where I didn't. There was a time that I didn't get out of bed. There was a time where I was at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. Okay. Just in a very stagnant place. Nothing was moving. Nothing. I mean, there was things moving because even in that place, there's some stuff shifting and happening, right? Because we can't be in that place for too long. Eventually, we get pushed into the next part, into the next phase, right? But in life, in my out picturing of life, nothing was happening, okay? So for me to be in this place where I've been now for probably like the past 5 or 6 years of just pure joy and excitement, of course I've had some lows because we all do, but to be able to even have a bad day sometimes and still be able to laugh and be like, okay, I see what happened there. I get what happened. I'm gonna go do this different today. There is something about forward movement and always moving forward. It doesn't matter how awesome your life is. There's always something that needs to improve. There's always something that needs to heal. There's always something else that we've got to do because that's just the way it's going to be. We're never going to come to the end of it and be like, all right, I done did everything now. That's not how this works. Even when you go to the other side, there's going to be things that you got to do. Okay, there's going to be new revelations and insights and lessons that need to be learned. Because that's what we're here to do. That's why we exist. If the universe is ever expanding and ever changing, nature is ever changing, right? The energy of that creation energy is always creating. It's always doing something. It doesn't just say, oh, I done created everything. I ain't going to create no more. No, it's always creating something. And the more we create, the more we got to heal. Okay? Because creating means you're expanding and increasing in size. And as you increase in size, you go to different realms and you get into different dimensions and you get into different understandings. And each one of those brings up a part of resistance within us. And that resistance is an indicator that we're getting close to where we want to go, but there's still some little blockages in there that need to be healed. That is why we're always going to be healing. If you're a creator, if you are someone that is building something in this body, in this lifetime right now, everything that you do is going to bring up some sort of resistance. And resistance is not bad. I love when resistance comes up because that gives me the opportunity to tap in and say, okay, what is this all about? Sorry, y'all, the trash guys are picking up the trash right now. That gives me the opportunity to look at what it is that needs to be handled, that needs to be revealed, that needs to be shifted around, So I look at resistance as the indicator that change is happening. But before it can fully take form, there's some things that need to be released. Or there's some things that need to be incorporated, like that missing ingredient, okay? Some of us have released everything that we need to release right now as it relates to whatever it is you're trying to build and grow, but there's something else that you need to do on a daily basis, and that's that missing ingredient. That's bringing in that childlike innocence. That's bringing back that dream, that wish, that thing that was like, oh, I can do this. I'm going to do this. When I grow up, when I get big, you've got to pull that back in because that was a part of all of it. That was a part of every single walk. That was a part of every single action. Okay? So next week, no, on the 15th, I'm going to be doing an intentional breath work class. And this is also, this breathing, I'm going to be teaching you 3 different breathing techniques. And these are breathing techniques that I have learned, but I always put my own twist on everything, okay? So I'm going to be teaching you 3 breathing techniques that are going to help release and heal things, and also going to help bring things into you and help you to create stuff and manifest things, okay? So that's going to be on May 15th, all right? I'm going to probably post about that either today or tomorrow, and you'll see it on my Facebook page. I'm going to probably send out a newsletter as well for those of you that are on my email list. And if you're not on the email list, you can go to the website opendoorhypnosis.com and join the email list so that you can get the newsletter, and that you can be in the know of all of the different classes and different specials and deals and sales that I'm having throughout the month. Okay. Also, let's see, what else? Oh yes. Okay. So I am going to be putting in another order to make some more candles. If you guys want to put in a pre-sale order, you can do that. Now the thing is that because of COVID, there has been a huge slowdown in delivering herbs and oils and all types of stuff like that for some reason. So when you place your pre-sale order, please give me at least 2 weeks to receive the product. Then I'm going to need time to make the product, okay? So I'm just giving you guys a heads up now that if you want to go ahead and put in your pre-sale orders now, that's fine. I'm probably going to do about 20 of them so that I can have, some on deck for people who say, hey, I want one, and they don't have to wait as long. This time I only did 10, but I'm going to do 20 since it was such a success and people really enjoyed it. And I'm going to definitely order a bigger batch this time. But if you want to place your pre-sale orders now, you can go to the website and do that. You can go to opendoorhypnosis.com/store, click on spiritual products, and then you'll see where you can order your hypnosis candle kits, okay? And what else? I'm going to be releasing another hypnosis MP3. You'll see what that is when it comes out. I am waiting on one of my engineers to send something back to me, but be on the lookout for that. So it's going to be cool. I'll just leave it at that. It'll be cool. And I think it's something that a lot of people are going to want to need. And it works. Trust me, it works because I've been using it myself. So anyways, I think that is it as far as announcements are concerned. Be Magic is still available for you guys to sign up for. You can still sign up now for $277.75 for the year for 12 months. And what else? I think that is it. I am plugging in the hypnosis scripts into that class, into the Be Magic class, because I want practitioners to be able to use Be Magic for their clients as well. So if you are a therapist, a hypnotherapist, if you do any type of energy work with clients, and you do any type of like talk therapy or deep relaxation or progressive relaxation work, then you can use the hypnosis that is in the Be Magic class for your clients. You can even create your own groups where you're teaching people how to do this. Okay. I just ask that you give me credit for it if you're going to use the exact program, okay, just give me some credit for it. and I think what I'm going to end up doing in the future is changing that up, and looking at some other ways to do that to allow people to get certified for it. So yeah, that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I'm actually looking into that now. But anyways, that is it, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Share this video. And I hope that you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. Let's see what did anybody say? Oh, Krishna, I hope you heard it. Go back and listen if you missed it. Doris says that's exactly where I am. A lot of us are, Doris. A lot of us are, especially if you are a bull baby. If you're in the bull gang, that's definitely where we are right now. But yeah, a lot of people are in this position right now where they're like, oh my God, what is it? What is it? What is that one thing I'm missing? What is it? Because we've all been working hard, Those of us who are on this journey, like seriously, with full intention, we've been working hard, but there's a little catch in there. And what I am hearing from Spirit, that one of those catches could be that, you're not tapping into the missing ingredient, which is going back to that childhood part of you. So go dig into that. You can just kind of sit in meditation and ask, what is your missing ingredient? Like, what was that thing that I used to do as a kid that I need to pull back into the mix now? And just write it out. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. I love you so much. Hey, Brandy. Thank you. Of course. Always. Always, always, always. All right, guys, get outside, get some fresh air and some sunshine, and drink your disinfectant, which is citrus, lemon, and orange, and lime. Drink you some citrus to disinfect the insides, right? And go get you some sun, which is your UV. Okay, don't take it seriously. Don't take it literally. Lord goodness gracious. Everybody takes stuff so literally. But do your research. Listen to what they're saying, y'all. Look up the words, find the definitions, and apply it the way your spirit is guiding you. Everything that's being said is on purpose. Remember that, okay? All right, I love you. Have a great day. Bye.